Hello everybody. Whenever we start searching for a job, we just go on to LinkedIn and we start scrolling through all the job opportunities. And unfortunately, we have no idea about the culture of the company and even if that industry is a good fit for our career from a long-term standpoint versus not. So it's a hit or a miss, and that's a really sad story. And in this video, it's my humble attempt to bring forward to you one industry, one business model, so to say, about different platforms out there so that you understand if this industry is actually good for your overall career growth versus not. If not for your own career growth, at least this video will give you insights into how different platforms out there perform. So let's get started with the video, and to make sure that we are on the same page, let me tell you what platforms mean from my perspective. It's either Amazon, Flipkart, Urban Company, any of these things, right? Where there is a website, there is a platform which is connecting sellers, people who want to sell their services, with customers like you and me. The primary mode through which they make revenues is commissions. So let's dig deeper into how this entire business model of platforms has evolved over the decades. So the first platform, so to say, is not too intuitive, but newspaper. Newspaper started as a platform where the state media wanted to publicize or share their agenda. So the initial versions of the newspapers, 100 to 150 years back, it was not priced for the customers. It was free because the state governments or the central governments around the world were sponsoring these newspapers. And later on, they started charging customers like you and me. However, the majority of the revenue for these newspapers is not from you and me, but from the advertisers. Then, once the internet era started, we moved on to the next big type of platforms like Just Dial. What does Just Dial do? It gives you just a phone number of any of your local service providers, whether it is for laptop repairs, plumbers, electricians, whoever it is. It's just a phone call, but they are assembling everything and they charge the service provider for listing on their website. Then Just Dial, the model improvised a bit more into Amazon's, Flipkart's, Myntra's of the world, where they are not only giving you the option to learn about a particular product or a seller, but they in fact come in front of your door and deliver that product, right? You can see how the evolution is happening from a phone number to somebody coming in front of the door. And now Urban Company, companies like them have taken it to the next level. Now Urban Company provides services such as haircuts, salons, plumbing, electricians, bathroom cleaning, whatever you need inside your home as well. So the platform business was so far at your doorstep, now it came into your home as well. Now, why is this important for you to know? Because now you have a basic overview, you can relate much more to why certain job functions are much more important in this setup. So let's start with the first job role which is important in this entire grand scheme of things. Of course, the technology, the software developers, hugely important. And why is that? Because when a customer logs in and when the customer is looking for a service, they need to have excellent user interface and excellent user experience. Otherwise, the customer is like, hey, I just don't like this platform. I just don't understand. So the people who are developing the platform should meticulously think about the customer journeys. And technology plays a huge role over here. Front-end development, back-end development. And on top of this, these guys earn through commissions. So what does it mean? There are millions of transactions that happen on these websites, on these platforms rather, every single day. Hence, they need to make sure that their server capacities, they can actually ensure they take all this load. And these transactions typically happen on the servers, on the cloud servers. So you can see how different roles are becoming more and more important in this setup. If you leave one platform, there are hundreds of other platforms out there. So you getting experience in one platform can help you crack multiple other jobs very quickly. So UI, UX, number of transactions, server loads, security of these transactions, security of user passwords, user profiles, all these things come under the technology umbrella. Now the second entire umbrella of jobs are related to marketing. And why is that? A seller is coming onto the platform because they want to acquire customers. And these platforms are nothing, end of the day, but user acquisition channels. They are getting new customer base from these platforms. Hence, the platforms go all into marketing. They have to develop new types of ads to attract customers on every single day. So they experiment. They are much more bold. There is one platform which is very well known for its ads. It is, of course, Zomato.
ये किसने मंगाया? मैंने पनीर बटर मसाला खाने का मन किया तो मंगा लिया.
I remember a Zomato ad from the COVID times. Until that point in time, Zomato was usually advertising about there is a price discount, there is a restaurant near you, all that kind of stuff. But immediately post-pandemic, they started saying, your mother approved Zomato, so why don't you go ahead and buy from them? Honestly, my mother would never approve Zomato. But that emotional switch in terms of marketing was very interesting to see. Rather than functional benefits, they were looking at emotional benefits. So you have to go all in, and marketing teams play a huge role. Of course, it also has to do with the pricing. Do you want to offer a discount? Do you want to price the product higher? When do you offer that discount? How are you thinking about competitors? So all this comes under the umbrella of marketing. The third type of jobs which are important are vendor management and supply chain jobs. Why? Suppliers are the reason why these platforms exist. If some of the major suppliers leave the platform, then the platforms have no way to make money. Customers are not paying money. You don't pay to Amazon Prime if they can't offer you a 2-day shipping, or if they can't offer you the product that you need. So vendor management becomes very important. Also, at the same time, there is a problem that these vendor managers need to take care of, that is disintermediation. And what does this mean? If in case of urban company, a plumber comes to my home and is fixing something that is broken, I might take his phone number and say, hey, I don't even want to get onto urban company next time. I'll call you directly and why don't you come over? These two happens when there are frequent issues that you anticipate that keep coming up. And vendor managers need to make sure that the vendors, the suppliers of the platforms, the sellers are given the right incentive. They are trained properly. They are provided the right procurement methods. And also they have the distribution that they can take care of. So all these things make the vendor management job absolutely critical for the functioning of the business. The fourth set of jobs is, of course, data analytics. Data analytics is important. Every single day they get millions of transactions happening on the platforms. Every single user is clicking at least 4 to 5 places on the website, on the platform. So they track the user journey, customer journeys. Where are those drop-offs happening? What should be the first landing page for the customer? And all of this is not very intuitive per se. They don't go by intuition and build these things. They go by the proof that what is data saying. And hence, they also have huge data analytics teams. I previously worked at Mu Sigma, and my colleagues from Mu Sigma, a lot of them are now working at Swiggy, at Myntra, and some of them are even, in fact, leading the analytics teams at these platforms. And that very clearly has shown to me personally that these platforms absorb a lot of analytics talent. And once you are on one platform, then it is easy for you to switch and get a good job at other platforms. My intention through this video, guys, is to make sure that you understand one business model. If you would like me to continue making these videos, do let me know, and I'll create multiple such videos on different business models and what is the impact on different career streams through these business models. Thank you so much. If you like the video, please press on that like button so that I would also know, and I am also motivated to make these kind of videos. And I'll see you again in the next one. Thank you. Bye.